that. Since
Sure.
we're at, a couple of minutes before we're supposed to take the show live and see how many people actually show up for it today. As I finish tweaking and doing with all the little bells and whistles and knobs and
Squirrel!
noises.
All the things.
All the things. That's what happens when you fall out of all the patterns. You lose track of all the little miscellaneous things. Like, oh, I forgot to do this. Oh, I forgot to do that. Oh, I forgot to do this. And I forgot to do that.
Or everything decides that it needs an update right now, just as you need it.
Yeah, there's that problem too. Go away. We don't need to be
Not
hearing
my computer or your computer.
That's my email. I need to turn off that. That's the other thing I have to do, and I normally get done is I normally turn that off about the same time that I'm getting my coffee.
Is that
ready.
how often you get emails all the time?
No, every 15 minutes. I have mine set to check only every 15 minutes. If it checked all the time, yeah, it would be like every 2 minutes I'd have an email.
Yeah, see, I have silent notifications. I just have it pop up in the corner of my screen because the sound absolutely drove me insane when it was happening.
Yeah, well, I need to have it that way. I gotta have it that way because, it is. All right, well, we can play a little music for everyone just showing up, and we will get live with the show in a couple.
These are the days of thunder. We're gonna make time stand still. A quarter after midnight, and I'm watching the wall. Sometimes I feel so uptight, I just can't sleep at all. Every day doing the same old thing, we're losing time. The weekend comes, we gotta have some fun and rewind. These are the days of thunder. We're gonna make time stand still. We gotta feel the hunger, hanging over the edge just to taste the thrill. I feel the rope tightening, choking off our air. We need to grab some lightning. Friday's almost here. Caught in a web, we need to cut this thread we're hanging by. Where is it said you have to be half dead to survive? These are the days of thunder. We're gonna make time stand still. We gotta feel the hunger, hanging over the edge just to taste the thrill. These are the days of thunder. We're gonna make time stand still. We gotta feel the hunger, hanging over the edge just to taste the thrill. These are the days of thunder. We're gonna make time stand still. We gotta feel the hunger, hanging over the edge just to taste the thrill. These are the days of thunder.
Alrighty then. Looks like we've got it all under control, so I guess it must be time.
Must be time, absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for WordPress Plugins A to Z, not Z.
It's episode 668, and we have plugins for WooCommerce, cataloging, and agenda managing with some WordPress news, all coming up on WordPress Plugins from A to Z. WordPress, the king of content management systems, powering the web with over 80,000 plugins to choose from. How do you sort the junk from the gems? Welcome to WP Plugins A-Z, where we've been keeping the pulse of WordPress alive for over 16 incredible years. Join us every week for an unrehearsed, real talk breakdowns of the latest and greatest plugins, developer and community member interviews. Some weeks, Amber and I team up to dig in. Others, I'm flying solo, unpacking WordPress news, demoing a standout plugin, or sharing tips to power up your site. No scripts, no fluff, just the good stuff from A to Z. So plug in and let's get rolling. Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you happen to be hiding out there on the globe today. Coming to you direct from the brewery overlooking beautiful southern Vancouver Island. I'm John Overall, and with me is the ever lovely
Amber Lynn.
And we have another great show for you. Finally, after our 3-week hiatus due to multiple things, minor health issues, life got in the way, there's a myriad of excuses. We're just not going to go into all of that except for bits and pieces here and there. But we are here, we're back, and we will continue doing this show as often as we possibly can. Week after week is the preferred format. I do have some things in the plans if I can get the organization that I'm going to be bringing forth some interesting bits that'll pop in from time to time. They won't be direct regular shows, but they'll be just uploaded to the YouTube channel and uploaded to the podcast channel. So keep that in mind, folks. There's a lot that's going. Now, one thing you can also do is take a look at, we have a brand new revised website. There we go. Have a quick peek at that. Go take a look at WPPro8Z.com, where the website has been reborn with colors and all kinds of cool stuff. With all of that being said, I think I've said enough. That's what happens when I don't talk for 3 weeks. I just get rambling.
Thank you for sharing, John. Now get down from that soapbox.
I always picture the big hook from like cartoons just going yoink.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly what you're thinking about.
So welcome to episode 667, and it's called WP Plugins A to Z, where every plugin has
668.
8? Did we do 67?
We did 67. We're at 68 now. In case you hadn't noticed, in the show notes it says 668.
Well, I think I have the wrong show notes up then.
Oh, okay. You should be looking at the ones at the top of the list for 668.
Yeah, give me a moment here.
Yeah. You mean it's possible you've been working on the wrong show notes the whole time? This could be This could be a very entertaining show.
It might be. It might be very entertaining. All right, so 668. Oh no, it's I think this is the one I did work on. I just opened the wrong one because my brain is not firing on all 4 cylinders yet. I need more caffeine.
Okay.
So, 668, A to Z's plugin party, where WordPress sites get a glow up. Yeah, I do remember that. Okay.
Okay. Good.
Just a quick one, though. For the naked chickens, only one of them is kind of naked. She's getting kind of old. She's starting to lose her feathers in places. She might be doing like a semi-molt, but we only have one semi-naked chicken now. Not nearly as exciting when they're all naked.
Yeah, well, pictures, man. We need pictures.
So we've got a couple of great in-depth plugins to cover for you. Product catalog mode for WooCommerce, which will help store owners to display products as a catalog without allowing for immediate purchases, and ACS Agenda Manager, which is a lightweight plugin for WordPress that brings you a fantastic and easy to use and read event display.
Plus a secret plugin.
Like that. A secret plugin?
Yep.
Okay. And we've got some news from the WordPress world and the tech world in general. Just a quick thing about that. It is a little bit older, this news that we're going to be reading out, but we're going to make sure it's updated with more recent news, so you want to check out the show notes for the most up-to-date news. A few reminders before we start the show today. Join us here in person every Monday at 12 p.m. Pacific time to enjoy our show. Show notes are added to the WP Plugins A-Z.com within 24 hours of the show airing. You can find them on the homepage or the podcast vaults, which I really do love the way that our site looks now. It's so cool. Like a permanent Halloween vibe. It's awesome. Yep. And this is a value for value show. So you can help us out by you can help us get some loving by hitting the like button, sharing an episode or two, or just crank us way up when you're in a crowded place. Someone's bound to notice us and enjoy.
I hadn't thought about it being a Halloween vibe, but you're right.
Oh, it's a Halloweeny vibe. I love it so much.
And that's our colors. But that's our logo colors. So
I know. I love it. So our artist today is Grok.
yes, it is.
Oh, that video you played during the song, was that a Grok video?
That was a Grok video from way back. I finally figured out how to get them to play properly.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah,
always
this is a cool.
they don't always play properly, and I have a video for this image, but I can't find it. So where it's at.
That one is cool.
Yeah.
Very Star Trekky.
Yep, very Star Trekky. So yeah, all by Grok. And for those that would like to donate artwork, hey, go have Grok or some other AI create some artwork, and then go donate it to the show. There's a wonderful page where you can upload and put even if you have a little short video created, we'll put those up, and then we'll start showcasing that stuff.
Yeah, we can never have too much art, and we would seriously love some human-made art too, like human-made, AI-made, whatever tool you fancy. Make some art and send it in to us. We love it.
That's it. All right.
Please, can everybody be quiet? Please be quiet. Shut up! And now the news with Amber.
So the first thing I have here is March 11th vulnerability report. I don't know if they have. Do they have a more recent one? I'm not sure.
Probably. I really don't know. I'm not sure how to find our most recent one.
Resources and
Oops.
then blog.
Blog. There we go. Let's see what we
Yeah.
got. There it is. March
Yeah,
25th.
So
March 25th. We just haven't. We've kind of gotten sidetracked by not keeping up with the news. But that's okay. WordPress
Unfortunately-
is just full of nothing but whiny people for the last 3 weeks anyway.
Yeah, it's about that time of month for everyone to start making issues.
Yeah, it
Gotta
happens
create the ripples.
about once every quarter. I should track it. There seems to be a pattern to it. It's about every 3 months.
Yeah.
Usually right near the end of the quarter.
I find that towards the end of the month, every month, people, well, we start getting a bunch of ruckus. I guess every 3 months it gets pretty big.
Yeah.
But yeah, about once a month, every month around the end of the month.
Right around the full moon.
Spring fever.
All right.
Yeah, totally.
All right, so here we go. You've got 162 patched, 113 unpatched. A lot of 331 vulnerabilities discovered. Wow, that's quite a few.
Yeah. So that would be the themes and plugins mixed together for the total number there. Looks like we have 120 plugins. So go check it out. The correct link will be in the show notes. So next thing we have here, as always, is the vulnerability report from PatchStack. So here, this is just a direct link that takes you right here. You will see the most recent information here.
Yeah, this one here is right up to date within the hour. Looks like Fluent Booking has some problems. And Ultimate Member. Those are two pretty popular plugins.
Also, Black Hole for Bad Bots.
Black Hole for Bad Bots, really? Huh.
Yeah, that one I never really thought about. He's pretty awesome about keeping on top of things.
Stored Christ. Well, I just updated that, so it's all good.
Yeah, if you see anything here and you know that you just updated these, chances are these were reported, it's already been fixed, and the update you just did fixed the issue.
Yep.
So it's definitely worth going and checking that out. And then I've only really got one more thing here today, which is WordPress VIP launches Advanced Professional WordPress Developer Certification. So this is actually pretty cool if you missed it. For this, it's the first of its kind, specifically for enterprise-level WordPress development. It covers 8 domains: WordPress core, custom development, security, performance, change management, debugging, scalability, and architecture, and disaster recovery. It's aimed at developers with 3 to 5 years of hands-on experience across full site builds, custom theme and plugin development, performance optimization, security hardening, debugging. Like it covers a whole bunch of stuff, but it's actually aimed at people who already have 3 to 5 years of experience. So it's not for people who haven't done much. It's to help you with what you're already doing. This is definitely something I'm going to be going and checking out for myself.
Yeah, get back to us on it and let us know what they're charging for it, et cetera, et cetera. All of
Yeah,
that.
because this is pretty awesome. It is the first of its kind because it is just for WordPress, but
Yeah, well, there's several things there that are just for WordPress, and of course, as a ecosystem ages, that's when they start introducing get certified, get certified, get certified.
Yeah.
And that's where WordPress is now. It's heading into its 20s now, so they're starting to think about settling down.
and that is the other thing too is you will want to get the certification if you can, just because for some reason a lot of people like to see the letters after your name.
Yeah, I know. It's kind
I'm
of
coming
irritating.
across that problem everywhere recently. Like, you even need to get a certification to be a janitor these days. So,
Okay.
yeah. I know. You have to get a certification to be a janitor.
Be a-
It's like,
Be a sanitation engineer, not a janitor. You're a sanitation engineer.
yes, good point.
All right. Well, with that,
So-
let's launder off. I've got a couple of things over in Rogue's Corner we can babble about. So,
Okay.
where are we at here? There's some links that'll be in the show notes still floating around in here, because when we were going to do this show last time, that was when everyone was acting up with the WordPress official Twitter account being unprofessional. It was very entertaining, and then we went down some other paths for a little while. So we'll just leave that there. But one thing I do want to promote, which is still relevant here, is the Checkout Summit, where you can go hang out with the top 1% of WooCommerce professionals. The Checkout Summit is being hosted by Rudolfo, and it's being hosted in Italy, which is a really cool place if you can make it there and check it all out. But they needed some help. I don't know if they still need all their tickets sold or if they've gotten them all done. I haven't seen anything for a little while, so I don't know where it stands. But it's coming up towards the end of this month if you've still got time to get there. So go check it out and see what it can do. And if you want to hear more about it, you can go check out the interview I did with Rodolfo here. And it's a really great interview that we did. And I got to fix the video on this one. So anyway, that one there is a really good one to go check out. A couple other quick things here. One is a couple of small people to go follow and check out on X here. We've got Palin for Palin Plugin. They've got, 2 followers. Go give these folks some love, folks. Go say hi to them and see what they've got there. Then we've got Amanda Arduradou. There we go. I know how to butcher that really well.
You are good at that.
I am fantastic at butchering names if I haven't
Okay, so
practiced
am
them. I got to practice them before I get them right, or at least talk to the person so they can pronounce it to me and then I can get it right. I have a tough time with it. So this one here is one to go check out too. He's got some really great stuff to go with the plugins here and WordPress and AI. And then we've got one here for Rankology. Rankology is official Twitter. See, I can't even pronounce Twitter right. Which is X now. With official X. There we go. We'll just go official X. So some other great stuff here. They talk a little bit about social media and other miscellaneous things there. Quick note, don't forget this is a value for value show. We'll be talking a bit more about that later. And for those that would like to be on a show, I have some spaces in March where you can go book an interview with me and spend an hour chatting with me about your plugin or your project or whatever it is, as long as it pertains to the WordPress world or can be relevant to the WordPress community. Book an interview and we will showcase your stuff. So other than that, we've got a whole lot of other miscellaneous links in there, and that's really all I've got for you. So I think at this moment in time, we will dive right out into our plugins. All right, first one I've got for you here is product catalog mode for WooCommerce. This one came to my attention because a client of mine that has a WooCommerce website, they realized that they didn't sell their products through their website so much as they'd used the website to showcase their products and use it as an online catalog. And WooCommerce is fantastic for that. But there's no default way to shut off the pricing, or not shut off the pricing, but shut off the ability to purchase through WooCommerce. I thought I was going to have to write myself a small snippet or something, and then I saw this one here. WooCommerce product catalog mode. It takes your website and turns it into a product catalog, thereby eliminating all of the pricing, or not the pricing, but eliminate the ability for people to add it to a cart, go through the cart, and then try to check out. And if your website is all about just showcasing your products, getting your clients to contact you so you can sell them, you can tweak the prices. There's other things you can do. They have a premium version that allows you to set it into product or catalog mode for periods of time, set it in the store mode for others. There's a whole lot of things to do with the premium. The free version, though, was perfect for what we needed. We needed to be able to just turn off the ability for people to check out their products and try to buy them. Part of the reason this came up is because they'd never sold a single item through the store, and then along came credit card hackers trying to run stolen credit cards through their website, and this created a minor problem for them. So we had to eliminate that point of entry. So at any rate, a very fantastic plugin. Can really help you out and keep your store as just a catalog for showcasing your pricing. Go check it out, product catalog mode for WooCommerce, and I give it a 4 dragon rating. We have no sound for that one, so.
No, we really don't. We need a sound, don't we? Maybe like we could do a half roar for a dragon.
There is no half roar.
A baby dragon. We could do a baby dragon.
You get it, go squeak, squeak, squeak?
No, just a cat meow.
A cat meow.
Cats are obviously dragons.
Oh, okay.
Have you not seen how the cats like sit on their hordes and they are totally just king of everything, even though they're these tiny little footballs? Cats are dragons. They just don't have their wings.
Okay. All right, and the little secret plugin that I talked about real quickly. This is for Elementor users. It's a plugin I wrote a few weeks ago, and what it's for is the Elementor nice, pretty showcase to give you a related posts on a page and a query is not very accurate. It doesn't give you a good, clean result for related posts. Now you can then, of course, drop in something like yet another related post plugin, which is a fantastic one, and use their default, but their default is kind of ugly if you're building out an Elementor site where you're designing all of your different components and even your related post section. So what I did here was I wrote a plugin to use YARP with Elementor's query block. And what it allows you to do is to set up YARP and tweak it so you get the best results possible using their algorithms, and then port that algorithm over to your Elementor theme and into your Elementor block. So what this does is this gives you a more relevant related post on a post for your website. Turned out to be a fantastic plugin. It did take me a little while to get it to work correctly and stay stable, but once we got that all solved up, it works quite fantastically. Go check it out. You can get it over on my GitHub. The link is in the show notes. And of course, because I wrote it, I'm biased. I give this one a 5 dragon rating. There we go. But it is fantastic. Right. I'm starting to use it on multiple sites now. I wrote it for a very specific client who was whining because the related posts weren't relevant, and I needed to fix it. And I was like, okay, how do I solve this problem? So solve the problem, and I went, wait, I can use this everywhere now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So anyway, go check it out, folks. It's a really great plugin. All right, so this is for you.
So this is WordPress tips. Now, I keep putting random stuff in here. Hopefully somebody out there is finding it useful. But I would love for somebody else to send in something that they have had to figure out by breaking something, or something that they've learned in order to help someone else, or, just a life lesson that they wish somebody told them about so they didn't have to figure it out the hard way, like anything. Just a tip that has to do with WordPress or life or working, whatever. And if you send it in to me, I will put it here and you can share it with everyone. You can be anonymous, you can attach a name, it's up to you. So the one I have for you today, though, is with all of the AI BS going on right now, don't allow yourself to become so disillusioned that you don't even let yourself appreciate the beauty that is actually there anymore. Like, I have been watching as my teenagers, they start to see nothing but rage bait in everything, including something as innocent as a person who is unable to draw anymore because, like, say they lost their hand, and they are beginning to create an artistic thing with AI because they can't draw themselves anymore, but they have an artist's mind, and now they found a way, they found an outlet for their art. Well, the teenagers are seeing this as like rage bait because, oh my God, it's AI, it's evil. Well, not really. I mean, that just gave this artist who had no outlet, a way to create art again. But what's being thrown out there is stuff like, if it's an AI, it's theft from real artists, even though artistic AIs actually only go online. Like, once you put something online, you would put it into the public domain, the AI can scrape it however it wants to. You have agreed to give up your rights to something if you don't copyright it. You've agreed to give up your rights if you put it on Facebook or Twitter. Read the fine print. You put it on there, it no longer belongs to you. And that is how it is. But the world right now is so angry. We've got the one side saying AI is amazing and is our new god, and the other side saying AI is evil, we need to crush it. It's one or the other, and all I'm seeing is people are being so disillusioned. They're not willing to actually take a step back and see what things are. A tool is a tool. And so what I'm trying to bring up here is, don't let the world push you into side A or side B. Don't let the world take away your ability to see things for what they are. Take a step back. If you need to, remove yourself from the entire thing for a while and then come back and have a look at everything that's going on. Because if you let yourself fall into either Team A or Team B, you're not really paying attention to what things really are anymore. It's a hard thing to do, to really keep yourself seeing things for what they are, but it's a thing that I think needs to be done. Slow down. Rethink why you're feeling so angry about things if you are feeling angry. Go away, come back, all those things.
Go walk your dog. Stare at the moon at 5 o'clock in the morning. It was actually quite the moon this morning.
It really was, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Quite beautiful.
Yeah, it was quite cool. All right. Well, with that, it's time for you to ramble on about your plugin.
So this is a plugin that was sent in to us by Andrea Cristalli, and it's meant to create a lightweight agenda manager for your WordPress site. It's available both on WordPress.org and on GitHub.com. It is not a premium, so you can grab it up as is. Once downloaded and activated, you'll find the ACS agenda in the left-hand menu. And if you hover your mouse over it, you'll see ACS agenda, settings, and user guide, which I thought was fantastic. Having the actual user guide takes all of the question out of it. And for those who are afraid to experiment because they're worried they're going to break something, it's a perfect thing to have there. I really like this. It played nicely with others, and it shows your upcoming and past events in a list form. You go to ACS agenda, and you have an option here to view agenda. This looks really cool. It meshes in really well with your site. So what it does is it pulls on your site's theme, like the design of everything, and it creates its own page where it sticks everything in for you. It's very cool. And you can, from the ACS agenda page, you can choose to create new from this page, this will throw a pop-up at you. You can fill in the basic information, location, which is integratable with Google Maps, and it works really well. Title and description for the first section, and then we have the schedule section where you throw in event dates. And you can throw in more than one date here, which I thought was really cool. You do not have to make separate events for different dates when it is the same thing. And there is also an option for partial attendance. When I looked at this, there is a drop-down option for like no hide after first date, yes hide past dates only, and keep until end show all dates. I couldn't really figure out what all that meant, but I'm sure that other people who are doing stuff with these kind of things all the time probably understand immediately what that means. And when I tested the different things, I didn't really see much of a difference, but I mean, I think this is more of a long term. You need to use it for a long period of time to really see what happens. And the last section here is media, and you choose an image, throw in a URL, or click on the select button to scroll through your library and choose an image. Hit add and you're done. The settings area tells you a bit about this plugin, gives you a button to click on to donate to PayPal, which I totally agree that coffee change is the thing we should offer up when somebody gives you something for free. And it allows you to change or fill in some basic information. You can change the agenda page name. I threw in crab apples, and that totally showed up as a title. All I had to do was hit refresh on the view agenda. It was great. And in your Google Maps add in your Google Maps API key, and then you can click off the remove all plugin data event settings database table when the plugin is deleted. I think that's a good idea because there are times when you need to delete the plugin, but you don't want to remove all of the history that you have set up with this. Like say you used it for a year or so, you don't want to lose all the dates. You can choose to leave all that behind when you delete the plugin itself. And lastly, there is a short code to use this, so you can throw it into whichever page you want to show off this awesome agenda. And as I mentioned before, this actually creates the page for you. So when you go in, once you activate this, it will create a page with the shortcode already there. And that's what you're seeing when you click on View Agenda. It's pretty awesome. I highly recommend that you go and check this out. It is really, really useful. Very nice, very lightweight. I like it a lot more than a lot of other different things that I've tried out because it was very easy to understand and work with. I rate this at 5 dragons.
They called it agenda, so I was thinking something else. What this is an event calendar. It's a lightweight event calendar. Having the name agenda, sort of, you lose focus on what it is.
Well, agenda makes sense to me because it was called the agenda when I lived in New Zealand. So maybe it's more of an English term. I don't know.
Could be.
I think they call it an agenda for like the kids in school now too, even though it's like a calendar.
Well, it's still, if it's lightweight and all you need is a lightweight events calendar for your website, this might be perfect for you. And it sounds like it works really well. So go check it out, folks. It's really quite nice.
It is.
All right. Well, with that being done, we can just wander off. There you go.
So next up is our miscellaneous announcements. So if you have an announcement you'd like to make, like say you're going to be up on a WordPress stage or something, then you can send it in to us and we will put it here for you. Currently, we have the next 5 WordPress Campus Connects and WordPress Day things going on. And we have the link to WordPress or to central.wordcamp.org, and we also have a link here so you can find a WordPress meetup that is close to you if you are interested. Oh, hi, MD, I'm glad you were able to make it. Sorry, I didn't notice you right there. I was too busy reading my notes. Then we have affiliates on the Milky Way.
Oh, okay. I didn't even realize you'd finished it. All right. So we want to go talking about our affiliate stuff. And I don't know. That'll work. There's where our brain's at today. Chase the squirrels. All right. Affiliates. We do have affiliates. We only recommend a few affiliates. And We'd appreciate it if you use the links for these to, buy the products, because we make an extra buck or two and it's kind of helpful. Other than that, you get the same pricing no matter what. The first one we want to talk about is Termageddon. And Termageddon is an excellent way to set up your privacy policies on your website. And right now, I saw something on Twitter today, or X, that WP Influence has a giveaway for 2 licenses for Termageddon. So go check them out too and see what you can check out there. At any rate, Termageddon, if you're buying a license, please use our affiliate link, man. We make an extra couple of bucks, and they're a fantastic program. I've been using them now for going on 1.5 years or more, and they're quite fantastic for setting it up, helping my clients get the proper policies all set up. They're auto-updating in that if they see new laws coming into effect that might impact you based upon the way you answered all the questions, they will send you an email saying, hey, these look like these laws will impact you. Go check your policies and review them and make sure they're up to date, and you answer the new questions, and boom, policies all updated. You don't have to go through and rewrite it all. It just saves you a ton of time. Plus, they have a fantastic cookie consent system on there to help you manage and deal with cookies that you have to allow consent to. In particular, it helps you deal with California laws, UK laws, and a myriad of others across the globe who love to throw out lawsuits, everyone. So go check them out. Termageddon. The link is in our show notes, and it's also in the sidebars of all of our pages now. So go check it out. The other one we've got for you is for you. You talk about rank math, not me.
I was just going to say, well, I mean, if you want to take over, you're welcome to. You seem very talkative today. You sure?
Well, that's what happens when I don't do a show for a couple of weeks. I've got a built-up, pent-up of babblingness.
So next we have Rank Math. Rank Math is for sure my favorite SEO plugin for WordPress. Free version delivers everything you need to get serious about boosting your rankings and start to get noticed. And the premium, it's like total VIP treatment. You get advanced tools, and their documents are written in plain English, which means that when you go to read and understand what's going on or how to do something, it actually talks human, not legalese. It's great. And support is excellent for both free and pro.
Yes.
The premium for them is a lot less than a lot of the other ones like Yoast out there. And it's pretty amazing when you are working with this, because it doesn't matter if you're a beginner or a pro. These guys are happy to answer any of your questions, no matter how dumb you may think the question is, and they don't think it's dumb, and they're happy to answer it for you. So definitely go and check them out. Use our link. It'll help us out a bit.
Yes, and for those that would be interested in their pro version, they've added a new tool for link checking throughout your whole website, and they give you fantastic reports about all the broken links on your site. It even tells you all the posts that have been orphaned out and have no internal linking. It gives you internal linking structure and broken link structure, external linkings and broken links going out from your website. It's a really fantastic tool, and it's helping us sort out problematic or very old websites, in particular dealing with clients that have websites going back for 5-10 years where they've added links and the links are broken and all of that. It helps you sort it out, and it puts no load on the website, which I just set it up unused on WP plugins, and the website's still performing fantastically. So go check that out.
Which is wonderful.
Next up, we've got BunnyNet, Bunny.net, a CDN network that is fast and affordable, whereas many CDN networks charge you an arm and a leg and your firstborn to put your content up and distribute it across the globe. BunnyNet doesn't do that. They charge you a reasonable price for what you use, and you can customize it so that you don't waste bandwidth out there. So a fantastic tool. It just does the job, so go check them out. The final one is Glow, WP Maintenance Manager. Use our coupon code that's in our show notes, WPPAZ10. which gets you 10% off your subscription for life. You can start it with the free subscription, which gives you up to 3 websites so you can find out if this is even for you. It does a fantastic job. The best part about it that I've found is the reports that it does for you. It allows you to produce a consistent report week after week or month after month, however often you put out your reports. So go check them out. All right. So this is where we talk about...
It's time to donate to WP Plugins A to Z.
Absolutely. Donations, value for value. That's what this show is all about, is value for value. You get any value on this or from this show, we give you a nice cool plugin like today where you get the agenda plugin or a small lightweight event calendar is basically what it is, and that saves you tons of time and money. Hey, think about giving us back some of that money. You can donate to us through a myriad of ways. The first off, of course, is we like treasure donations. You can go into the website, click on treasure donations, and you can donate to the show. Set the value to whatever you think it is valuable for you and just quickly donate to the show. Other ways to support this show, if you're a developer or you have something that is relevant to the WordPress community, go book yourself an interview with us. Book an interview. The interview dates are available going out for 2 months. To see what's available, just scroll down and check out the form. It'll show you what is available. If you are a plugin developer or you're a friend of a plugin developer and you want to submit a plugin to the show, go submit a plugin to the show. We'll do our best to get it into the show. We've got a lot of submissions, so it takes us a while to get to them, but we eventually get to them all. That's another way to do it. Another way you can do it is go donate your artwork. We want you to donate your artwork to the show. The new gallery is open. I don't have any artwork to display yet, so the page will be coming as soon as I have enough artwork to start displaying it. So go check out those areas there. And of course, the final one is you can get out there and plug people into this show by telling them about WordPress Plugins A to Z. I've had a couple of times recently where I was sort of stunned after 16 plus years of doing this and over 1,000 episodes. Somebody said, I've never heard of WP Plugins A to Z. And I went, oh, okay, well, I guess my marketing sucks. So at any rate, get out there and tell people about the show. We do regular shows, consistency, every 2 weeks with Amber, and every other week with me, either doing an interview or rambling. So like I said, the last 3 weeks we've been off and about just due to life getting in our way. So that's what you can do. Support this show with value for value. So if you get any value out of it whatsoever, give some value back and tell us all about why you think WP Plugins is fantastic. And when you leave a donation, give us a note. We'll read it out and give you full credit for it. All right.
So just quickly here, Hemdian actually asked a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Does Rank Math do SEO for AI as well as regular?
Yes.
So,
well, you have to define what he's asking there.
that is what I was going to say. So for the AI, yes, it does the regular SEO, of course, but the AI for SEO, you can do content creation optimization with the AI that's part of Rank Math. You can also do optimization for AI search through Rank Math. And I don't know if you had a different idea there, Hemdian, but that is how I know to answer that question.
Yeah. And it does give you some information about if you're being picked up by the AI bots and being mentioned in AI. It does give you information in the back end. I haven't completely teased that information out yet, but it does have that information also. It has almost as much information as SEMrush does now.
Yeah, they're getting pretty amazing, and they're somehow doing this without slowing down your site. It's kind of fantastic.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. When they came up with that backlink checker thing, every other one that I've ever used just caused your site to go into a crawl. And when I threw this on a really heavy site like WP Plugins, which is 10 years old and has links going back for a decade or more, you know, it didn't impact it at all. There's like, I think it indexed like 15,000 links off the website.
Oh, okay. So he said it was for AI search. So you can figure out a lot of information with Rank Math regarding AI search.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot that can help you with. All right. Well, with all of that, I guess we should just wander off towards our other stuff.
Today's plugins we covered were
I covered up the product catalog mode for WooCommerce by WP Artisan. Instantly turn WooCommerce store into a catalog, specify dates available, build an inquiry form, etc., etc. There's a whole lot that it can do. All depends on what your needs are, and that's in the free version. The pro version has even more available. I don't remember what, but it's some stuff that if we needed it, I would have convinced my client to buy it. Then I also covered up my YARP plugin for Elementor to allow you to use YARP to integrate into your Elementor query block. And that one I gave a 5-dragon rating to.
and I covered ACS Agenda Manager by MasterAxe, multi-date support, Google Maps integration, and linked pages. Rated at 5 dragons. And if you're interested in reaching out to us, we do have a brick and mortar address here in the show notes for you. We also have our online addresses that you can reach out to us with. And on to Q&A time.
Absolutely.
It's question and answer time with John and Amber.
So if anybody out there has a question they'd like to have asked here on the show, and you're too embarrassed to ask somebody else about it, give it to me. Tell me you want to stay anonymous. I'll ask it, and you'll get your answer. Or if you just have a question and you want to see if you can ask a question that'll stump my dad here, that'd be awesome. Send it to me. We'll ask it. Otherwise, it's just me asking the questions. Oh, actually, there's also another thing, too, that you can send in to me. If you have, like, a particular topic that you'd like to have questions asked in, send me the topic. I'll see about asking questions in that topic range, too. So, first question is, how has security changed over the years since you started with WordPress? Do the security tricks you used at the beginning still work today?
Surprisingly, many of them still work.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Security's changed a lot in that the bots have become more aggressive. The hackers have become more intelligent and figured out other ways to sneak around shit. But security is a arms race. It always has been. It's like everything on the internet. It's been an arms race since the beginning. People would figure out what to do. They would figure out how to block it. They'd figure out how to get around it. They'd figure out how to block it. It's an arms race. It goes on forever. But some of the security tricks that were used in the beginning still work, surprisingly, because mostly what you're fighting against is not humans. You're fighting against bots. And while they have bots to look for bypassing these things, such as one of the big ones is security through obscurity. And that is still used a lot. And in particular, what I mean by that is you have the websites where instead of going to WordPress or domain/wp-admin to log into your admin, you have to use a unique phrase like my fancy login. Whatever. You have to have a unique phrase to find the login link. And it just uses that security through obscurity. Now, the bots can eventually find it if they do enough bouncing against your website, but it does help slow down the vast majority. There's other things that can be done in the htaccess file for flipping things out. There is, I'm trying to think of some of the things that there's stuff you can put into if it comes in and looks like bot traffic. In other words, it hits your website too fast and tries to do something too quickly. It stops it from working. An example of that is one of the settings you can do in Gravity Forms where if someone tries to submit a form too fast, the form doesn't get submitted. And that's because bots will, within 5 seconds, come in, fill out the form, and hit submit. Humans can't. Humans won't fill it out that fast, no matter what. It takes them longer than that to put in their name and then their email address. You know, even if they're using an autofill thing, it still takes a few seconds for them to respond. Whereas a bot just goes click, boom, bum. And so there's a lot of that sort of security that still works. While it's not perfect, and none of it's perfect, even all of the security plugins, there's like dozens of security plugins available now. Each of them approaching security in a different method. Some of them are better than others. Some of them slow your site down to a crawl when you put them in. You know, you just got to kind of try it and see, or take suggestions from people who recommend different things to you. So anyway, yeah, security changed a lot, but in the end, it hasn't really changed. Just like they say, there's nothing new under the sun. All there is a new imaginative way to use it.
All right, that's actually kind of cool. I wasn't sure if any of the security tricks used in the beginning of this would work still, but yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Sometimes the most basic things are the best options.
Yeah, and what's funny is sometimes the most basic things are they get too fancy and they forget about the basics.
Yeah. Okay, so my next question is, do you think people stepping into this world right now should focus on learning the AIs coming out and making that a main capability of theirs, or just keep that as a peripheral capability, just making sure they have a basic understanding rather than an in-depth understanding of how AIs work? Like, do you think they should focus on just AI, or do you think they should, focus on everything else and just kind of keep AI peripheral capability?
There was something that I was going to bring to the show as talking about last week before, somewhere around there. There was a big kerfluffle on Twitter about the AI is not going to take everyone's jobs. Currently, it's impacting a lot of jobs and stuff. If you're just stepping into this world, you need to have a basic understanding of AI at the minimum. And you might need a minorly advanced understanding of AI. It depends on what you're going to do. Because AI is not going away, but it is a tool like every other tool. Once everyone gets through all of the hype that has been happening for the last year and a half now, the hype started, and it's been continuing since then. But it's starting to peter off now. The hype is starting to vanish as people realize. I mean, the most entertaining thing I was reading today was these people who created all these vibe-coded apps are now realizing that after they vibe-coded their app, they've spent 5 months fixing the bugs to prevent it from being problematic. So, yeah, you need to have a peripherally understanding of it and understand how it's going to impact whatever component of the internet or technology you step into. I mean, I don't think there's a person out there that can do it all. You have to decide what segment of this industry you want to stay focused on. And then you look at how the AI tools will help you in your particular segment. Like there's a segment for SEO, there's a segment for WordPress building, there's a segment for page building, there's a segment for plugin building. Now, some of them will use several components from these, but you won't be able to have 100% focus. So yeah, you just want to have an understanding and understand it's a periphery. Okay,
Hemdian has a perfect example.
Yeah, go ahead.
So had a problem with the site, homepage loaded okay, but all links gave 404. Been puzzling over it for ages. Other day, I tried ChatGPT and it immediately figured out I had a missing part in the .htxs and gave the text to add via cPanel. Then it helped me resolve an unrelated file permission issue I've been struggling with. Sometimes ChatGPT can be really useful. I'm getting a lot of use out of Copilot too. If you're struggling with a WP problem, don't forget AI can be your friend. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, that's a perfect example. I've used it myself to help me sort out. I was having a problem a few days ago or last week or something, and I just wasn't making sense. So I threw my problem into Grok because that's my AI of choice. And he came in and said, well, you got this and this and this. And so check this. And so I went and checked a couple of things. I was like, oh, and fixed it, solved. It's like, oh, it's problem solved. It's like, okay. Yeah, so it's like you can either spend hours. Once upon a time, we used to spend hours on Substack. Substack. Well, I can't remember the name of it now.
I don't know. It's the version of Substack at the time.
Yeah, it's the version of Substack that's for coders. It's where all the coding questions are answered.
I know what you're talking about.
Every coding question since the beginning of the internet is there.
Yeah.
And of course, searching through that is really hard. You have to really learn to narrow your focus. If you've learned how to find answers there, throwing it into AI is going to save you tons of time. Because you already know how to narrow your focus on what you're looking for. So yeah, that's where AI really shines as a tool, to help you. As a tool to do all your work for you, no. not so much. It's going to get delusional. It's going to invent shit that shouldn't work, but for some reason does until it doesn't. It's going to put in security holes for you that you don't know exist until your customers come along and abuse them, which is this one thing I was reading about this app, that what was happening. It worked perfectly until they actually released it to the public, and the public started abusing it. So that's the thing. You want to be aware of all of that. All right.
Yeah, like the biggest thing I use AI for is taking my very random and chaotic thought patterns that I write out. And then I'm like, okay, here's the template. I want these random chaotic thoughts in. Here's template. Here's the chaos. Fix it. And it's just like, okay. Yeah. And it manages to do like over 2 hours of work of organizing the chaos into the template I created. That is my favorite way to use AI, just to organize my chaos.
Well, that's what AI was created for, to do that. Yeah. Because it is logic. It is still a computer. It still only knows two things. It knows yes, it knows no. It knows one, it knows zero. It's still a computer. It only knows pure logic. It only appears to be illogical to us because we, like as humans, we love to put...
We are emotional creatures.
Well, we love to put our emotions onto everything. Every object in the world. And we even put it onto animals. We like to put our emotions everywhere. So, all right, well, with all of that... stick around, everyone. If you're on the downloads, we have more questions over on the YouTube channel. We might let you slip by and get a one or two, but we're going to let our girl take us on out. And if you're listening on YouTube, hang around for a couple of minutes. We will be right back with the extra couple of questions.
Reminders for the show. All the show notes can be found at wppluginsa-z.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the newsletter for more useful information delivered directly to your inbox. WP Plugins A-Z is a show that offers honest and unbiased reviews of plugins created by you, the developers, because you support the show. Help keep the show honest and unbiased by going to wppluginsa-z.com/donate and set the donation level that fits your budget. Help us make the show better for you by subscribing and reviewing the show through your favorite podcast app. You can also watch the show live on YouTube at WP Plugins A-Z, and remember to subscribe and hit the bell to get notifications of all new videos. You can also follow the show on X at WP Plugins A-Z. John can be reached directly through the website wppro-a-z.com or email him at john@wppro.ca. Amber can also be contacted through the website at wppro-a-z.com or email her directly, amber@wppro.ca. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day, and we'll see you next week.
Alrighty, we is back. Let's get the last couple of questions here and babble on for whatever it takes us.
So the next question I have here is, can you share one piece of advice you either got handed early on or figured out the hard way in the beginning of your WordPress adventure that still holds up strong today that can work for both the greenhorns and the pros alike?
Slow down, pay attention. That's a tough call. It's like I probably use lots of advice, but recalling it to my head at any given point in time is hard. WordPress isn't going anywhere now that it's settled in.
No, it's settled in like a tick. It's going nowhere.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. It might drop back to only 30% of the market, but it's not going away. It has its use. I mean, there's been talk lately from different people, even Yoast, I'm moving my blog from WordPress to flat HTML. It's like, okay, that works wonderful until you have to update it. Oh, but I could do it perfectly. Yes, you're a coder. You know how to do these things. You give it to a regular person, it's not going to work.
No.
The best advice was keeping it simple as you can. For you, your clients, choose a easy theme. Now, I forgot that advice for a few years, and I went crazy with the popularity of all-in-one themes that provided you everything under the sun, and learned the hard way that you're going to get rammed in the rear end on that one because the developer will change directions on you.
The kiss. Yeah. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah, keep it simple, stupid. That's it. That's basically, that's pretty much all advice in the world. Keep it simple as possibly as you can. I mean, coding is simple enough.
Yep.
Once
you learn the language.
learn to understand it, even if you can't write it manually. At least understand it and read and understand it when you read it, and sort of gain an understanding of the logic behind it. That's a really good one that I sort of figured out. But although I've been doing coding off and on since I was a kid, so I've understood code for a very long time. What's really funny is a lot of the code today is still based upon the original coding language I learned, which is called BASIC, of all things. That was one of the original coding languages for computers, was BASIC. And a lot of the code you read today is still using the same logic as BASIC.
Oh, that's interesting. The other day, Hemdian asked Copilot if it knew anything about a certain legacy technology he was using, and it responded it knew only enough to be dangerous. That's hilarious.
Must be Fortran.
That's actually how I respond when people ask me if I know anything about fixing cars. I'm just like, only enough to be dangerous.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much all I've got there. I don't have any, probably I'll wake up in the middle of the night and say, this is that piece of wisdom that I should have come up with at the show. But, you're talking about digging into this gray mass in my head, which is full of stuff. And sometimes...
Honestly, I think to keep it simple, I think that probably is the best advice, because I think that's some of the best advice you've ever given me. Because any time that I have moved away from keeping something simple, it falls apart. It's like trying to build a house out of sticks. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
But whenever I remember to try and keep something as simple as possible, it becomes very solid.
Yep.
My last thing I have here is, can you think of like a Homer Simpson dope moment when you first started out that you're willing to share with everyone? Those are always the best stories. So
I probably have dozens of those, but bringing one to mind right now doesn't bring it up. I mean,
all right, building your first really shiny site with all the fancy sparklers and everything. What'd you do there that messed it up?
Forgot to have public access to it.
Yeah, okay, that's definitely a moment.
I mean, what's another? Well, another one that there's checks for it now, but WordPress, when you first installed it, it used to default set up block search engines from finding your site.
Oh, cool.
Yes and no. But, if you're building the site from scratch and it's not on a dev site, you don't have a live site, you build out this pretty site and you go, okay, now it's time to publish it and get the search engines to come in. A couple weeks later, you're like, why didn't the search engines find it? And you go look at the settings and go, oh, shit, forgot to turn off the don't index button. So, that one there is a really big one. Almost everybody who's built a WordPress website has done that at one point in time or another.
Does it still do that? It doesn't do that anymore, does it?
No, it doesn't do that default, but a lot of people, when they're setting up the sites, they'll set that up so that it blocks them, because they don't do what I do now, which is I block all IP addresses except mine to see the website when I'm developing something. I develop it behind a firewall, so I don't have to do that, but there's people who still develop them in public, where if somebody stumbles across a domain, they can see what they're doing. But you still want to keep search engines from indexing your temporary content. So there's people who flip that on and say don't index. And then they, of course, when they go live, they forget to turn it off because they get so focused on all the myriad of things you're doing that this one little thing is forgotten. I'm sure I have many of them. They're usually around coding. I had something recently in that, and I can't recall it. It was something recently when I was doing some coding, and it turned out to be, oops, I forgot the closing colon or something stupid like that, which is a very common thing in code. But yeah, they're usually so brainless. You just go, really? How could I do that? And sometimes there are multiples of doing it again and again. Yeah.
I think the worst one I've ever had is when I was trying to do some CSS and I couldn't figure out why it wasn't working. And it's because there was one extra space.
Yeah, that'll do
somewhere.
it too. That'll do it too. I have one. It was when I was trying to fix some issues on the WP plugin website, and I can't find something, and I have to go digging down deep. And I'm like, oh, there's a whole bunch of hard-coded CSS in here. Oh, remove that. Boom, problem solved. Oh, damn. Yeah.
MDN says development, do it live.
Yeah, do it live. Yeah, do it live. Do development all live. Let's just bring the whole world in to laugh at you as you make your mistakes. I prefer to make my mistakes behind closed doors, and then when I bring it out, I can
me
say,
too.
look how pretty this is. I did no problems. I had no flaws the entire time. It went like a dream, like sailing across a
Absolutely.
glassy water on a smooth summer day where
Every time.
where the bass are biting. Yes. All right. Well, that's pretty much it. We don't have much else, folks. That's all we got. So thank you, everyone that showed up. We greatly appreciate you coming back to the show, and get out there and tell everyone we exist. Tell them what a fantastic show this is. And if you want to make it better, send us in contact. I'll be adding a new contact form to the website so people can reach out to us. I had to turn the old one off because it was being spammed, and I didn't feel like trying to fix it.
Fair enough.
So we have better ways of protecting our forms now. And that form had been on the site for 7 years, and we'll put a new one in there. That'll be coming. As I said, it's only taken me 2 months to get this site relaunched. So bit by bit, it gets better and better every week. All right. Well, with all of that being said, I think we will wander on out of here. Thanks again, everyone, for showing up. We greatly appreciate it.
These are the days of thunder. We're gonna make time stand still. A quarter after midnight, and I'm watching the wall. Sometimes I feel so uptight, I just can't sleep at all. Every day doing the same old thing, we're losing time. The weekend comes, we gotta have some fun.
Alrighty, folks. That's all we got now. Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Oh my god, that is amazing!
Oh no. Obviously, we just lost the satellite feed.